If this message found you, it's no accident. Angels led me to bring you clarity and strength at a time your intuition already sensed was sensitive and confusing. You felt a heaviness in the air, a sense that your path is harder than it should be, like you're walking against an unseen current. Your spiritual awareness is sharp, which is why you sense something happening behind the scenes of your life. An energy that isn't yours, but has been trying in every way to disrupt your peace. The angels are here to confirm what your heart already suspected. You're in the midst of a silent spiritual struggle, but the most important news they bring today is that you're not alone in this fight. A powerful heavenly force has been activated on your behalf. Archangel Michael, the great warrior of light, has stepped forward with his flaming sword and protective shield. He was called to step into your life, to sever the ties that have held back your progress, and to bring to light truths that have been carefully hidden from you. You might be wondering why this is happening. Why has this negativity gotten so close? The angels show that your light, your kindness, and your ability to bounce back have always bothered those who live in shadow. Every time you celebrate a small win, every time you show faith, every time your smile shines through difficulties, you become a beacon. And beacons, dear soul, guide lost travelers, but they also outshine those who prefer darkness. There are energies of envy and jealousy that have been aimed at you, often subtly, disguised as concern or false praise. People who watch your life closely, who know your weaknesses, have tried to use that knowledge to plant seeds of doubt in your heart and undermine your confidence. They've thrown words at you that, like small poisoned arrows, tried to hit your self-esteem and your joy. But heaven heard your soul's silent cry. Heavenly justice has been set in motion. Archangel Michael doesn't come down to earth for trivial reasons. His presence is a sign that the situation has reached a critical point where intervention became necessary to restore balance. He is right now untying the energetic knots that were tied in your path. Those situations that seemed stuck, the doors that inexplicably closed, the feeling of exhaustion you felt for no clear reason, all of it is being purified by his protective light. What I'm about to tell you could change how you see certain relationships in your life. Before we continue this message, write this mantra in the comments. I am worthy of love and respect. Now let's continue the message. Michael's presence brings with it an energy of relentless truth. This means masks will start to drop. People who maintained a facade of friendship and loyalty will start to show their true colors, not because of you, but because the light of truth compels them to show who they truly are. You might experience small disappointments or reality checks, but the angels ask you to see this not as a loss, but as a liberation. Every false person who leaves your path creates space for true and blessed connections to enter. Michael is clearing your social circle, protecting your energy field so that only those who vibrate with love and sincerity can stay. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life aren't just coincidences? The truth is surfacing in unexpected ways. A message you see by mistake, a conversation you overhear, a strong gut feeling that warns you about someone. All of this is the hand of the angels and Michael working to guide you. Trust these signs. They are the compass heaven is giving you to navigate these turbulent waters safely. Michael's shield is reflecting back all the negativity that was sent your way. This isn't an act of revenge, but the universal law of return. The energy projected with ill intent doesn't belong to you and is returning to its source to be transmuted. Your only job right now is to take care of yourself. Keep your vibration high through prayer, gratitude, and peaceful thoughts. Let the Archangel do the heavy lifting. He's the expert in spiritual battles. Your victory has already been decreed in heaven. What you'll see in the coming days and weeks will simply be that victory taking shape here on earth. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening in the heart of the person who has been the source of this negativity. Dear soul, the angels want you to now understand the exact nature of this energy that has surrounded you, so you can protect yourself and grasp the depth of Michael's intervention. The negativity aimed at you wasn't a direct, open attack. On the contrary, it was subtle, disguised, and planted in places you least expected. It's an energy of envy that wears the cloak of friendship. It comes from someone who knows your dreams and, at the same time, is bothered by the possibility of you achieving them. This person smiles to your face, offers words of support, but deep down, their thoughts are quite different. The angels indicate that this person feels deep dissatisfaction with their own life and instead of seeking their own light, tries to dim yours, believing it will make them feel better. They watch your steps, silently celebrate your failures, and feel an inexplicable discomfort with your achievements. The attack has come through words, words that sow doubt. Can you really do it? Be careful, that seems too risky. Words that create intrigue, twisting your intentions to others, creating small misunderstandings that, when added up, generate an environment of isolation around you. You might have felt confused, questioning your own perceptions of people and situations, and that was exactly the goal, to leave you insecure and vulnerable. This person feeds energetically on your uncertainty. Every time you doubt your potential because of a comment disguised as advice, their energy grows stronger. But Michael's army has already identified the origin and strategy of this attack. His sword is, at this very moment, severing the energetic connections this person created with you. It's as if invisible cords, draining your vitality, are being broken one by one. You'll start to feel a lightness, a mental clarity you haven't felt in a long time. Ideas will begin to flow again, motivation for your projects will return, and that constant feeling of tiredness will start to fade. Now, before we continue this message, write 777 in the comments to call for the spiritual clarity and protection the angels are pouring over your life right now. If this message is touching your heart and bringing clarity, and you feel called to support our channel, a super thanks is a warm way to help us keep spreading this light. Every gesture of support is a seed of love that blossoms and allows us to reach more souls who need a word of comfort and hope. Continuing the message. The angels make it known that Michael's intervention is also working on this other person's energy field. The light of truth is being shone on their intentions, and this is making them uncomfortable. They might start contradicting themselves, making mistakes, letting the truth slip out in careless moments. The masks are becoming too heavy to maintain under the intense light of truth. Don't be surprised if this person starts to distance themselves from you without an obvious reason. Often, when Archangel Michael's light surrounds you, those who can't handle its energy naturally step away. They can no longer find openings in your energy field to operate. The protection around you becomes a mirror, reflecting their true selves back at them. And that image is unbearable for them. It's vital not to feel guilty about this separation. You're doing nothing wrong. Instead, you're simply aligning with your truth and the spiritual protection you've been given. What's happening is a necessary clearing for your highest good. The Archangel is defending you on levels you can't perceive, ensuring that schemes made in the dark don't become real in your life. There's something important you need to understand about the effects of these actions on that person's life. The law of return is precise, and the energy they sent out is starting to come back to them, but not in the way you might expect. The universe doesn't operate on revenge, but on learning, and what's coming for them is a significant lesson. Dear soul, Archangel Michael's protection is growing stronger around you, bringing clarity about the situations and people in your life. The angels now want to highlight a key point, making known the energetic identity of the person who's been operating in the shadows. This isn't about pointing fingers or holding on to low vibration feelings. But about gaining the understanding, you need to protect yourself and grasp the dynamics that have unfolded. The person who's been a channel for this negativity isn't an obvious enemy. Quite the opposite. It's someone who, many times, appeared as a trusted figure, perhaps a friend, a relative, or a close colleague. This is someone with access to your private world, who knows your stories and sensitive spots. This person's main trait is duality. To your face, they can offer the most beautiful compliments, a supportive shoulder, and show solidarity with your causes. However, when your back is turned, their energy shifts completely. Their thoughts are critical, and the words they use to describe you to others carry a subtle malice, often disguised as false concern. "She's such a dreamer. I worry she'll get hurt," they might say, when in truth their aim is to plant seeds of doubt about your abilities. Have you ever felt that gut feeling after a conversation with someone, even if they only said nice things? That's your spirit telling you their words and energy weren't in sync. This person feels threatened by your inner strength. They don't understand how you manage to stay strong, how you can smile and have faith even after everything you've been through. Your resilience mirrors their weaknesses, and instead of being inspired by you to change, they choose to try and bring you down, to pull you into the same state of dissatisfaction they live in. Their actions stem from deep insecurity. They constantly compare their life to yours, and in that comparison, they always feel at a disadvantage, even if external reality doesn't show it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It helps us keep creating meaningful content for you. Now, back to the message. Archangel Michael, with his sword of light, is cutting through the veil of illusion this person created around you. This means you'll start seeing their actions with new eyes. Small gestures, comments that once went unnoticed, will now become crystal clear. You'll notice the pattern. You'll realize that the advice they gave you was actually an attempt to make you give up. You'll see that the harmless gossip they shared aimed to turn you against someone else. This clarity might be uncomfortable at first, but it's a gift. It's your freedom from energetic manipulation. The angels ask that once you identify this person, you don't engage in direct confrontation. Your battle isn't on the physical plane. Your greatest weapons are your light, your silence, and your spiritual protection. Simply distance yourself energetically. When you're near them, visualize yourself inside a bubble of blue light, Archangel Michael's color. Imagine that nothing they say or think can affect you. Be polite, but no longer share your dreams, fears, or victories with them. Close the door to your soul. What I'm about to share with you is the definitive sign the angels are sending, so you'll have no more doubts. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 8. Write in the comments, "I received the angel's energy. My lucky number is 8, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I care for and love deeply." If this message resonated with you, show your support with a thanks a lot and help spread this message of light to others who need it. Dear soul, now that the light of truth is starting to clear away the shadows, we're entering a crucial phase of your healing and strengthening. Freedom through the power of your own will, guided by Archangel Michael's strength. The sword he wields isn't for punishment, but for separation. It serves to cut away what's unhealthy, what holds you back, and what keeps you from being who you were born to be. The time has come for you to consciously use this energy to sever the energetic ties connecting you to that negativity. This isn't done with anger or a desire for revenge, but with a sovereign act of self-love and forgiveness. Forgiveness in this context doesn't mean agreeing with what was done or reopening the doors of your life to someone who hurt you. Forgiving is an act of liberation for yourself. It's letting go of the heavy chain that keeps you tied to the other person's energy. It's telling the universe, "I no longer want to carry this burden. I choose peace. I choose my healing." As long as you hold on to resentment, hurt, or anger in your heart, You remain energetically connected to the source of your distress. It's like drinking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. The energy of forgiveness is the key that unlocks your own chains. Archangel Michael is by your side to give you the courage to turn that key. He helps you understand that forgiving isn't a sign of weakness, but the greatest act of spiritual strength anyone can perform. It's reclaiming your power, deciding that no one else will control your inner peace. This is your moment of freedom, a purification ritual you can do right now. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, you'd like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By doing this, you're authorizing Archangel Michael to permanently cut these ties. Imagine him beside you with his powerful blue sword of light. Visualize dark cords extending from you, connecting to these people or past situations. Now, see Archangel Michael's sword severing each of these cords in one swift motion. Feel the energy being released, a lightness taking over your being. See the ends of the cords that were attached to you being cauterized with light, so no new negative connection can form. This cord-cutting process is transformative. You'll feel the results almost immediately. Surprising mental clarity, the return of your vital energy, a sense of optimism that might have been dormant. The doors that were closed will start opening because the energy that was once stagnant, tied to those toxic bonds, will now be free to move towards your goals and dreams. The angels stress this is an ongoing process. If you ever feel weighed down or old thoughts bother you, repeat the exercise. Call on St. Michael, ask him to sever any ties holding you back. You are the guardian of your inner self, and with St. Michael's help, you have all the tools to keep it clean, protected, and sacred. The freedom you're experiencing now isn't just for you. By raising your own energy, you help heal everything around you. Your peace spreads, your light inspires others. You become a pillar of strength, a living example of faith and forgiveness. What happens to the other person when these ties are cut? Something crucial you need to know. They lose their hold over you. The energy source they fed on has dried up, forcing them to face their own emptiness. Dear soul, as you free yourself through forgiveness and cutting ties, the energy around you shifts dramatically. We've reached a turning point where heavenly help becomes clear in your daily life. The angels want you to pay close attention to the signs appearing soon. They'll confirm that the spiritual struggle is being won and heavenly justice is at work. The first big sign will be a deep sense of inner peace. That constant anxiety, that restlessness that seemed to come from nowhere, will start to fade. You'll wake up feeling lighter, as if a weight has been lifted. This peace comes directly from the cleansing St. Michael the Archangel is doing in your energy field. Without outside energy interference, your true calm and serene self can finally emerge. The second change you'll notice is synchronicity. The universe will openly work in your favor. The right people will show up at the right time, lost opportunities will return unexpectedly, and answers to your questions will arrive clearly through a book, a conversation, or a sudden hunch. This happens because by cutting negative ties, you've opened your communication channel with the universe. Energy, once diverted and blocked, now moves freely, aligning you with your purpose and the blessings meant for you. What about the person who was the source of negativity? St. Michael's help also appears in their life, but differently. The law of return, a law of balance and learning, will take effect. The masks they wore to hide their true intentions will begin to fall, not just for you, but for everyone around them. Their own schemes and lies will turn against them, exposing their inconsistencies. They might find themselves in confusing and isolating situations, exactly the energy they tried to project onto you. It's crucial that when you see this, Your heart isn't filled with joy over their defeat, but with compassion for the learning process their soul is undergoing. Heavenly justice isn't vengeful, it's instructive. The universe is simply showing them a reflection of their own actions, so they have a chance to change and grow. St. Michael's protection around you will act like a mirror. Every time they try to send a negative thought or envious word your way, that energy won't find an entry point. Instead, it will hit your protective shield and go back to the sender. Over time, they'll realize that trying to harm you only causes them more trouble, and they'll be forced, by sheer exhaustion, to give up. This is the quiet triumph of light. You don't need to fight, argue, or justify yourself. Your victory comes from your own upliftment. By keeping your energy high, you become untouchable to low-frequency energies. The angels ask you to focus on rebuilding yourself. The ground has been cleared, the weeds removed. Now is the time to plant new seeds of joy, prosperity, love, and peace. All your efforts from now on will find fertile ground to grow. Stalled projects will start moving forward. Harmony in your true relationships will grow stronger. You'll feel a new wave of creativity and inspiration. This is the start of a new cycle, a cycle of restoration. The universe is ready to give you back double everything you felt you lost during this challenging time. Get ready to receive, because the floodgates of heaven are opening for you. Dear soul, after the intense cleansing and turnaround brought by St. Michael the Archangel's help, you're now entering a blessed phase of harvest and renewal. The turbulent period is behind you, and a horizon of peace and new possibilities lies ahead. The angels want you to recognize and welcome the blessings that will start coming into your life as a direct result of your faith and courage. The first and most precious blessing is the recovery of your vital energy. That constant tiredness, that feeling of being drained, will be replaced by new vigor. You'll feel a renewed desire to live, to care for yourself, to start new projects, and to reconnect with things that bring you joy. This energy is rightfully yours. What's happening is you've stopped energetically feeding sources of negativity, and now all your life force is available for you and for achieving your dreams. Second, expect unprecedented mental clarity. The doubts and confusion that clouded your judgment will disappear. You'll know exactly what decisions to make, what paths to take, and most importantly, who to distance yourself from and who to draw closer to. Your intuition, always your guide, will be stronger and clearer than ever. Trust that inner voice, as it's your angels guiding you every step of the way. This clarity will also bring deep healing to your relationships. Connections damaged by misunderstandings caused by others' negativity will have a chance to be restored. The truth will come out, and people who truly love you will see the situation with new eyes and reconnect with even more love and respect. And connections based on falsehood and self-interest will naturally dissolve without pain or conflict, simply as a cycle ending to make room for what's new. This feeling of relief and hope is something many souls need to experience. Share this with two loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Now, continuing the message, in the material realm, blocked prosperity will start to move. Financial opportunities, job openings, projects that were stuck, everything will start progressing. Envious energy creates a barrier that stops abundance from coming in. Once St. Michael's sword removes that barrier, the universe has a clear path to deliver everything you deserve. Be open to receiving. Give thanks for every small blessing, because gratitude is the magnet that draws even more reasons to be thankful. But perhaps the greatest blessing of all is reconnecting with your own strength. By going through this trial and emerging victorious, you'll discover a warrior within you that you might not have known existed. You realize you can face any challenge because you're not alone. You have an army of light, guardian angels, and the invincible power of Archangel Michael by your side. This unwavering trust in yourself and in heavenly protection is your greatest asset. It makes you resilient, brave, and unstoppable. The angels ask you to celebrate this new period. Allow yourself to be happy. Release any lingering guilt or feeling that you don't deserve peace. You fought the good fight, kept your faith, and now it's your time to shine. Your light won't bother anyone anymore. Instead, it will be a source of inspiration for everyone around you. You become living proof that good always wins and that no dark force can stand against a soul walking in the light. Your story of triumph will be a testament that gives hope to many others. Beloved soul, we've reached the end of this message, but the start of a time of peace and power in your life. Your passage through the shadows showed the immensity of your light. Everything you went through wasn't in vain. It was intensive training for your soul, strengthening you, teaching you to discern energies, and connecting you firmly with your celestial protectors. Archangel Michael's intervention was a turning point, an act of universal love to tell you that you are precious and that your mission of light on earth is important and protected. From today on, walk with the certainty that you are never alone. Archangel Michael's blue cloak surrounds you, his shield protects you from any arrow of negativity, and his sword is always ready to cut any ties trying to trap you again. You've learned the most important lesson. Power isn't in fighting darkness, but in igniting your own light so intensely that shadows simply vanish. You've become the guardian of your own inner sanctuary. You now know how to identify energies that don't align with your peace and have the strength to move away from them without guilt or conflict. Your presence now radiates a frequency of victory and serenity. People will feel this. Some will be inspired and drawn to your new energy, while others, those still vibrating with negativity, won't be able to stay near you for long. And that's perfectly fine. You've become an energetic filter, and only what is pure, true, and good will find space in your life. The angels offer you one final piece of guidance. Gratitude is the key to keeping this protection active. Thank Archangel Michael and your guardian angel every day for their protection, deliverance, and blessings. Gratitude seals your energy field with such a high vibration that it becomes impenetrable. Always keep in mind who you are, a beloved child of the Creator, a warrior of light, protected and guided every step of the way. The hardest battle has already been won. Now, your only task is to live fully the life that has been cleared and prepared for you. Enjoy the peace, celebrate your accomplishments, love deeply, and keep spreading your light throughout the world. Your path from now on is one of ascent. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write "What is true always finds its way" in the comments. Share your experiences there. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.